Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeridge Studio. Today I have two fall DIY projects, a pumpkin picture frame and a flower made out of leaves. So let's get right into the video. This is the first project. And these are the pieces you're going to need. I have these 3 pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, 3 picture frames. These are 4x4, also from the Dollar Tree. I have some paint that I picked up from Walmart. I have Waverly Truffle, Mineral, and Plaster chalk paint. And I have a Waverly wax in Antique. You're going to need some super glue. I have the Gorilla Glue and a glue gun and glue sticks. And I just pulled a bunch of picks out of my stash. And, you know, whatever kind of enhancements you'd like to use. I have ribbon, I have jute, I have these pieces that came off, the raffia that came off of the pumpkins, pit berries, baker's string, and that's all from the Dollar Tree also. These are not from the Dollar Tree. I printed out my little pumpkins on my Cricut. So now we're going to remove these pieces and keep that raffia because we're going to use it again. And now I'm taking my blow dryer and I'm just scraping off all the glue. And now, if you like, we're going to put some of this little spackling filler in there to hide that little hole in there, but in the end you really don't see it because I wrap it in twine anyway. I painted all 3 of them in the Waverly Plaster chalk paint. It doesn't look like it because it's kind of the same color as the pumpkins. And now I'm just distressing it with the truffle. I'm just kind of going around the edges and taking a baby wipe after I put a little bit of paint on. And this works pretty good. You can wipe a lot of this off. You can almost wipe all of it off too. But if you make a mistake, no big deal. You can always paint right back over it. And so I just kind of built it up on all 3 of these pumpkins. You know, usually the stem is a little bit darker, obviously, and the bottom is a little bit darker too. And hey, if you are a subscriber, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't believe how much I'm growing, and it's because of you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you're not a subscriber, welcome to my channel, Homeridge Studio. If you like what's in this video, consider subscribing because it's totally free and it really helps me out. And if you hit the bell notification, you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Anyway, I'm just building up these pumpkins and just distressing them and wiping it off. And it takes a while, so put some music on, grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just have some fun, relax. And now I have this mineral and it just adds another color to it. It's very, very subtle, but it just builds up the color of the pumpkin and it kind of highlights it and defines it. And now I'm putting like little teeny squiggly lines, not everywhere, just a little bit here and there. And now I have the antique, and I started doing this with a baby wipe, but it was too saturated, so I switched over to a brush. But really what I'm trying to do is outline the entire pumpkin. And so, as you can see, I switched to a brush. And you don't have to outline the whole pumpkin all the way around. You can go 3/4 of the way around. And what I learned in college because I took a bunch of design classes, is it's kind of like you can draw a face. You draw the head, you draw one piece of hair on it, you draw an eye, a nose, and half of a mouth, and people will see the whole face. So this is kind of what we're doing. We're just outlining most of the pumpkin, but not all of it. Maybe the tips, a little bit in the middle, the top and the bottom, and people will see the whole pumpkin as it's all outlined. I hope that makes sense to you. I just wanted to pass along a little thing there. So anyway, back to this. These picture frames, I just popped the back off, and I popped that little piece off that holds the frame up, and they're, I don't know, they're cheap. I mean, they're plastic frames. So I had to take a little Sharpie and highlight it or color it in black where that piece pulled right out of the cardboard. And so now I'm setting these up the way that I want them to look. And now I have it set up, and I suggest if you do make this project, set it up the way you want it, take a picture of it, because I had to stop my camera and then come back and say, oh, I couldn't remember how I set it up. So take a picture of it, and then you're going to watch that picture. You're going to turn the whole entire thing over, and you're just going to do it completely like, you know, the opposite. So instead of the frames being on top, when you flip it over, the pumpkins will be on top. And when you glue them, use the super glue. I'm just using, just really for video purposes right now, I'm using hot glue. You're going to want to glue it not over that black, because you're going to want to pop off that little black square to put a picture inside there. So wherever the pumpkin touches, you're going to want to hot glue that down on the frame. And just work slowly. And I have this mat below me that has all the lines and the, you know, squares in it. So I'm kind of lining it up with that mat, so it's even though I was kind of in a hurry and it was a little crooked in the end, but it wasn't too bad. And so I just went ahead and hot glued all of the pumpkins onto the frames. And then I'm just weighing it down so the piece touches on both sides until it dries. And that's what it looks like. And so now we're going to enhance the pumpkins. And I'm sorry this is a little bit out of frame, but I just took the jute and I wrapped it kind of sloppily around each of the stems of the pumpkin. And I'm just pulling that through in the back, and I am hot gluing it on the back, a little bit on the front. So the trick here is when you get it on the front, it doesn't want to go all the way down to the bottom of the stem. So glue it as far down as you can, and then put a bead of hot glue on the bottom of the jute, and then go ahead and wrap it around the bottom, if that makes sense. But I demonstrated it in this picture. And so now I thought it needed a little more, so I took this raffia and I untied the bow, and I just knotted it around the pumpkin, or tied it around the pumpkin, 2 knots, and then just cut off the excess. And I did that to all 3 of the pumpkins. And now I have a flower, and I thought that was too big, so I'm going to use another flower. And I thought I would put my pit berries down first before I put the flower on there. So this is how I do it. I cut off however much you want to use, wrapped it around a pen or a pencil or whatever, and then pull it apart, bend it in half, and then just go ahead and hot glue it. Try to hot glue them below something if you're not going to like tie it or wrap it. Now I get that little flower that was in my stash. It's a little mum. And all these pieces are from the Dollar Tree, except for my letters that I printed out on the Cricut. But you can stencil. You can if you have good handwriting. I do not. You can handwrite, you can buy stencils from the Dollar Tree, you can buy the little letters from the Dollar Tree. There's all kinds of options there, but I haven't used my Cricut in a long time, so I thought, you know what, I better use it because I kind of had to have my daughter help me because I forgot how to do it. But I'm glad I used it because it's been sitting there collecting dust. And so I put my little pumpkins, and then you could put your little pumpkins in the picture frames. I think it's so adorable. And the next project is this. It's very simple to make, and I just call it my, I don't know, leaf flower or so. These are the things you're gonna need. This is from the Dollar Tree. Any wood piece would do, or cardboard piece. I have some rope. I have some wired berries again. I have a bunch of leaves. And a big old flower and a little wooden pumpkin. You can get a wooden pumpkin painted orange, or I think the Dollar Tree has the little wood ones too. I've had that for a while. I don't know where it came from. And you're going to need some paper. This is from, I think it's from Hobby Lobby, and I'm showing you there, but it's really fast. You couldn't see it. It was 69 cents. So, and if you didn't want to use paper, you could paint it too. So anyway, I just had a regular Elmer's glue stick, and I just put it on the board, and then I pushed out all the like little chunky pieces of the glue. Sometimes the little chunk pieces will come off the glue stick. So just go ahead and push that out, and then when it dries, sand that off, the excess edges. And it also kind of almost finishes the edges too. And I took 4 leaves, and I'm kind of matching the colors that, you know, are on this paper here. And so I like the burgundy ones for the bottom. So I always lay my things out, and then if I like it, then I glue it. So there, I laid the yellow ones out, and I'm like, no, that didn't work. I didn't like that at all. So I removed them, and the green ones, yep, they were it. And so now I'm just gluing them the opposite way. I'm trying to use the yellow ones, but they were just too yellow. And I do like the orange ones. And I'm showing you this how I'm just kind of placing them, eyeballing it. But I wanted to use the gold ones too. So I thought just a little bit of gold, not a lot. So I'm layering these so you can see the green, the tip of the green and the sides of the green. So I'm pushing these more into the middle. And then the orange ones are going to be laid the other way. So you get to see all of the colors coming through. Because I just wanted a pop of gold. I didn't want all that gold. I thought it would just be too much. And so that's what it looks like. And now we're going to take and we're going to clip off that little knob on the end of the flower, put it in the middle, and then I'm just going to glue the very bottom leaves down. And there's that pumpkin. I'm gluing that right in the middle. And I'm going to put a bow on the pumpkin just with a jute, a simple shoelace bow. And now I'm going to glue the rope all the way around the top. So I kind of put a line of glue all the way down, and I kind of pushed it on it, smushed it in. And then when you get to the end, I just kind of smush the ends together so you really can't see it. And when it gets cool enough to touch, you can really smush them. And there you go. And now you can put a word on this if you want. I really didn't. I thought it needed something a little more, so here I go with the pit berries, doing the same thing. I'm only going to put one on the top and then one diagonally on the bottom. And I still felt like something was wrong with it, and it was the pumpkin. So it was just too orange. So now I'm distressing it with just this brown chalk paint, one of the paints that I used in my previous project. And I'm very quickly distressing this. That's it. And there you have it. And that's all, everybody. I hope you have a blessed day, a blessed week. I'll see you really soon. Bye.